Here are famous quotes by Bernie Sanders. When we stand together, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. The problems we face do not come down from the heavens. They are made by bad human decisions, and good human decisions can change them. The American people want to know that when they borrow a book from the library or buy a book, the government won't be looking over their shoulder. This type of immoral, unsustainable economy is not what America is supposed to be about. This has got to change, and together we will change it. You can't become a billionaire stepping over children sleeping on the street. When you are in trouble, well, we just can't afford to help you if you are in the working class or middle class of this country. The change begins when we say to the billionaire class, you can't have it all. We live in the wealthiest nation in the history of the world, but that reality means little because almost all of that wealth is controlled by a tiny handful of individuals. Everybody wants to fight terrorism, but we have to do it in a way that protects American freedom. Your greed has got to end. You cannot take advantage of all the benefits of America if you refuse to accept your responsibilities as Americans. Change comes even in the face of overwhelming odds, and the recognition of the changes we have already made, of what we have won, inspires us to fight even harder. It's about all of us coming together to determine the future of our country. It is not about a handful of billionaires buying elections, or governors suppressing the vote by denying poor people or people of color the right to vote. Our job is to stand together to defeat the drift toward oligarchy and create a vibrant democracy. It is a challenge that progressives face throughout the country. We lose when we are divided. We win when we are united. We need a very progressive and strong agenda to bring people into the political process because I worry very much about the future of the American democracy where so many people are giving up. Brothers and sisters, now are not the time for thinking small. Now is not the time for the same old establishment politics and stale inside the beltway ideas. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent, but I caucus with the Democrats. The point is, change can come about, but it only comes about when millions of people are actively involved in political struggle. The billionaires may have the money, but we have the people. An America where every person, no matter their race, their disability, or their sexual orientation, realizes the full promise of equality that is our birthright as Americans. Americans' right to free speech should not be proportionate to their bank accounts. The only way change happens is when people become more significantly involved in the political process. It's better to show up than to give up. Our government belongs to all of us, and not just a handful of billionaires. Finally, let's understand that when we stand together, we will always win. When men and women stand together for justice, we win. When black, white, and Hispanic people stand together for justice, we win. Real change never occurs from the top on down, but always from the bottom on up. I think there are a lot of people who, when they hear the word socialist, get very, very nervous. The strength and vitality of our communities must be restored. History will record that the Citizens United decision is one of the worst in the history of our country. Citizens in a democracy need diverse sources of news and information. I'm not much into speculation. You know, let me be very clear. I supported Barack Obama originally. I'm not always a smiley kind of guy. I am not aware of how you succeed politically when you insult women, who far more than men, consistently provide you with great margins of support.